Hope everybody's doing okay. I decided to forego this movie until after the stream today. We'll see how long I can make it, huh? made me ask about Shakespeare this morning in the Discord? I asked Cyber. Because I was thinking of what's his name? There's that man. The man that like kind of will not leave Shakespeare's stuff alone. Like he's kind of the leader of modernizing Shakespeare. A lot of Shakespeare stuff. Do you know who I'm talking about? He has red hair. Kenneth Branagh. I was just thinking about him this morning, and I was thinking about how much I like equate a lot of the stuff that he's done to just being like he's just like our Shakespeare now, you know? It reminded me of like how much Shakespeare that I actually read as a kid. And I was like, I can't be the only person that had like a strong Shakespeare phase, whether it was real and organic or kind of something that was forced on me by school. I wondered how everybody else felt about that, if anybody else had like a weird Shakespeare phase when they were in high school. The song that I'm playing now is called Into Thin Air. I saw Kenneth Branagh. I could be wrong, and I probably am wrong, but he was... What's the name of the dude with the really long nose? He's got like that really big nose. He fights with a sword. Oh, I hope somebody knows what I'm talking about. I'm so close. I'm almost saying his name. Sorry, that's it. Oh, you won't get me this time. There was a wasp hanging out around my window. brakes on my car, and I don't want to get into it. But I did get pizza, and they like kind of burnt it, so that wasn't really all that great either. Good morning, Lindsay. Big Nose Big Ups the Third says Cyber. Maybe a couple beautiful, handsome, or pretty. Or is there another superlative you'd like? Anyone and everyone. What was that big nose man's name? That's gonna bother me. Really rough going in first, but I took the day off work to play with my niece. Oh, and do art, so I don't know. That's cool. Cyrano de Bergerac, thank you! Oh my god. Thank you. Thank you. Was that not Kenneth Branagh? Oh, Cyrano. Oh my goodness. Why am I talking about Cyrano? Why did I bring up Cyrano? Why did I so badly want to remember Cyrano de Bergerac's name? Because that's what spurned my question about Shakespeare in the Discord this morning. Also, I loved Cyrano de Bergerac. What a beautiful story. What a beautiful story of just a just a French buffoonish man trying to get things and failing. I love stories about failure. Oh, what's this? That could be good. That could be good. Sorry, I got a weird email on my phone. I said the name earlier, but I guess your screen scrolled too far and you missed it. Oh, I am sorry, Cyber. I got locked in. Ava's here. Well, welcome back, Ava. Ava, I hope you had a good Tuesday. Today's street sweeping day. I don't have a smoothie today because I'm saving it until after the stream. I would like to make my smoothie after the stream because I also, let's just say I have a very long meeting that I have to power through after this, and I'm going to need some type of sustenance for it. And if I have my smoothie now, I'm going to get hungry in the meeting. Ava took half the day off work. Oh, so it seems like quite a few people were taking the day off. Where'd that? Day off on Tuesday. I saw so much genitalia yesterday. Since my car was in the shop, I needed a way to get a Pisanista, so I took the 78 there, and I'm not gonna get into what exactly happened, but I mean, that's LA for you, right? There's just, you know, people are wildin'. I actually kind of feel bad for my roommate because my roommate didn't notice, and I kept like, now I'm the villain. I kept like, not making them look, but I kept like, they were always facing me, and I was like, yo, whoa, yo, oh my god. And then they would turn around and be like, ah, dang it, on me, come on now. Come on. I didn't want to have to see that. Yeah, it was wild. LA's cool. Anyways, Ava's saying people poop under bridges. Indeed. I forget that you live in LA. Yes. Yes, I do. Beautiful, beautiful city when you look up. As long as you keep the eye line up. Beautiful, beautiful city. Wow. Really is a dream. I'm lucky to be able to live here. Tinseltown or whatever. Ava says it was very funny because I was talking to a friend just moved. Isn't this town pretty nice? Lots to do. Pooping under bridges is a thing to do. Ooh. Sorry guys. No. Does anybody hear the chord that I'm trying to get to? think I found it. It's the first chord from Me Mine. Yeah, there he is. Ooh, that's so pretty. That was an accident. This was a mistake. That's a wrong note. There's a wrong note in there. Wrong note. But I mean, tracks. Oh, you've outdone yourself this morning. Can I move the bass line around? That kind of works. That's really nice. Oh, I really like that. Okay, all right. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention to the chat. Hello, Liana. If I didn't say hello to you already, I don't think you're in here. No, I see your good morning up top. Good morning, Liana. Welcome to the stream. Um, um, oh, I think it's only. It looks weird to me, Cyber, because the face got cut off. Cyber, did you take your PS4? I mean, your PS5 out of the box yet? So I know I've played it a lot of times, but I'm just trying to commit this to memory. What is that chord? Because that makes it. That makes the whole thing. And it was a finger. It was like a finger slip. And so I want to make sure that I can reliably find it again. And even that one. There's so much happening here in that chord. What song do I have that has this chord in it that I can put that transition in, other than Me Mine? The box is on my couch, says Cyber. With the PlayStation 5 still in it, or just an empty box? Oh, it's still in there. Word. Ooh, wait, hold on. No, that doesn't work. Yeah, that doesn't work. Never mind. I was gonna try to shoehorn it into Melancholy the Trash Man, but... doesn't fit in there. And Jumpin' Jaybird. It could go in there, but I don't necessarily like that. I like it a lot in Me Mine. I like that. They're going to be doing landscaping pretty pretty soon, guys. So prepare yourself for what I imagine to be a pretty noisy half hour. I can't see anything. Hold on. Seems like everyone's in high school spirits today, says Leon. I want to disagree, but I was talking about Shakespeare earlier, which was more so a high school thing for me, so yes. year. Oh crap! Oh my god, I didn't even read Leanna's comment. Yeah, alright. Yeah, it has been a spooky year though. Welcome back, Aria. How are you? Good, I hope. last time anytime anybody got their hair cut, styled, permed, waxed, or otherwise shortened? I mean, professionally, for me, 2014. 2013. Sorry, 2014. 2014 was the last time that I walked into a barbershop and had my hair cut professionally. Hmm. That sounds fun. Alright. That sounds fun. My barber was like my family, right? My barber was basic. I was closer to my barber than I have ever. I hope you guys didn't hear that. Anyways, I was closer to my barber than I've ever been with. I mean, even like a partner. And when I moved to Los Angeles, I lost that. I lost that relationship, and it felt like cheating to go to another barber. Also, I'm pretty sure another barber was gonna like make me feel weird. I think that I had officially gotten to the point with that barber where I walked in and I sat down and he did the thing, and sometimes I didn't even like talk. Sometimes I didn't even talk. Give him his money, get the heck out of there. And then, yeah, once I came out here, it felt hard to like build another relationship like that. So I stopped going to barbers, and that's when I started growing my hair out. Like I had like a little like tight fro. Like I have pictures of myself like the first week in LA where I have like a little tight fro, and then it turned into a nappy fro, and then it turned into like freeform naps, and then it turned into twists, and then I made a diagram. I made a diagram of like my hair every year in LA and how it's gotten to and the only reason it looks like this is because I don't have a barber. If I still had a barber, I think my hair would be significantly shorter and it definitely wouldn't look like this. So yes, 2014 was the last time I went to a barber. Leanna's was February. Sounds like a Ron Swanson barber relationship. Ah, yes. Yes. I miss that man. Every now and then I see, because I think I added him on Facebook, like, after he had been cutting my hair for like 3 years. I was like, might as well make it official. And now I still see him doing stuff. Well, not now, of course. This year, who's been doing anything? But for a while, I was still seeing him like. It was his birthday, so him and his homies would go out to like Vegas or something like that and hit up a bunch of those strip clubs, and I was like, wow, he's still having a good time. That makes me happy. I think my dad took me there first because my dad would get his haircut there. Man, I loved that dude. Anyways, I thought you meant Miss Ron Swanson. I also miss Ron Swanson. I also miss Ron Swanson as like a thing that I would watch, I guess, every so often. He was a fun character. My wife cuts my hair in the house, but it's been a few months. Word. I think that's how my dad is. I don't know. I don't really live there anymore, but I know towards my final days living with my parents, I know my mom was cutting my dad's hair. I know that was a thing. I don't know if that's still a thing though. Anywho, yeah, good question though, Cyber. When's the last time I've done anything? I still really like that chord progression. I still really like this one. It feels churchy. I'm not normally one to say that about my own chords, but that is. I need to record this on Friday because this is actually part of the song. It's part of that Into the Sky song. Into the sky, I wanna fly. Into the sky, I wanna fly. It's part of that song. It's just in my head now. It only lives in my head. I haven't had a free moment to record it. Cyber wants 278. 278 is called Hammer. It's called Hammer. Sounds exactly like a hammer. You know I gotta do it. You know I'm doing it again. That song is so fun. That song is so fun. I can't do anything with it. Oh crap! Sorry. Who was that? Oh, Oni. Wow, I didn't even know you came into the streams anymore. Oh well, I guess you hadn't. So it has been a while. I'm reading the message now. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you, and I appreciate your contribution. Is there anything you want to hear? Is there anything specific that you want to hear? Um. Yeah, Cyber says it. Cyber says it. Yeah, it's Booba's theme. It's the song for the plant. Somebody says this makes me wanna make a Booba music video so bad. You have one of the most like creative and easily inspired brains, Mbe. You know, I don't normally play it like I usually use the Booba theme now, the Booba theme for new sounds, but I don't have like a proper embellished, you know. I do very much like Booba's theme though. Uh oh. Why is Booba going on a date? Lumbi says, thanks. My brain comes with many features and only like 2 of them work. Hey, what's the second one? The boba theme with the plinky bass reminds me of Popcorn, the original computer-generated song, specifically the bass line. Ooh. Ooh. Are you talking about, we're in 278, are you talking about 277, this one? That one? 276. Cyber, I love your memory. I hear it. It's a very, very fun song. It is a very fun song. Yes, I do actually, Cyber. There's a very special folder in my brain that has Popcorn, and it has that stupid purple monkey. That stupid purple monkey. Oh, don't say his name. Don't say his name. Bonzi Buddy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I remember that monkey singing the song because he would tell jokes for sure, and he would also sing this song. He would sing the song that went something bicycle built for 2, Daisy something, something and something true. I'm half crazy, all for the love of you. Won't be a stylish marriage. I can't afford a carriage, but you'll look sweet on the seat. I thought that was an original song. I thought that was a Bonzi original. Turns out that was an actual song. Anyways, as a kid, I remember standing in front of the computer, and watching him, just watching him. Because if you left him idle for long enough, he would like do stuff. And I remember my parents had, the household computer was in their bedroom, and sometimes I would just stand and I would stare at him and wait for him to do something. And sometimes he would just start singing unprompted. And I remember thinking it was like unbelievable. I was like, who needs a dog? Who needs like a pet? Or who needs children? Who needs friends? Who needs roommates? We had like this thing. You don't have to feed it or anything. It's just this beautiful spirit in this computer that sings and it tells jokes and it gives you tips and tricks. And I can't for the life of me remember why he was there or who made him. If he was like a Microsoft invention and like, because he wasn't quite like that paperclip thing. He wouldn't, from my memories, he didn't do a lot of like vital assistance. He was kind of just hanging out. Wow. Why am I talking about Bonzi Buddy? What happened? Where are we? Oh, because popcorn. I can't think about Popcorn without thinking of Bonzi Buddy for some reason. I love that the chorus. Particularly that transition from so nice. Hold on. It's too loud. just turned into a baseball song. Do you ever think about what your outfit would be if you were a cartoon character? I know exactly what my outfit would be if I was a cartoon character. Yeah, I know what mine would be. Just a monochromatic button up, fitted black pants, jeans or chinos, doesn't really matter. And a bow tie. Ooh, wait. Another thing that's really funny about Clover Salad, depending on how sustaining the notes are, and this is true for a lot of songs, but particularly a thing happens in Clover Salad when I'm playing with a more sustained voice, where there's one transition that I love the sound of it, but you just can't really quite get it from a piano sound. And it's at this section of the song, it goes. See that? When you play it on piano, because piano doesn't sustain quite as much, it just sounds like this. But I'm actually holding all three notes. And it kind of loses some of its like harmony. When I'm playing and a sound that sustains more. See how it kind of makes a chord when I go into that instead of just a step down? It makes a full chord, but when I do it with the piano, just because it doesn't sustain as much, it sounds. Just in that I really like the way that chord sounds. Now I can play with a piano sound, but then put on duo, so there's like string sounds, you know? Still doesn't like hit the same. I love this chord. This chord being in the song I'm playing right now, which is Clover Salad, also being in this song right here, which is called Flight Plan. It's the first chord from Flight Plan. And it also ends. The beginning chord of Flight Plan is the same as the ending chord of Flight Plan, which is not something I do very often. Rim says, can you play Gucci whenever you want? Or when you're done explaining things? Absolutely. Good morning, by the way, Crow. How are you doing? I used to draw a cartoon called Agent X until I realized there's a comic with that name that already exists. There is a character named Omniboy in a comic, Diz. I feel you. He's Omni-Man's son. Anybody know who Omni-Man is? Does anybody know the Invincible comics? Does anybody read comic books? Does anybody care? No one cares. Anyways, there's Omni-Boy is already a thing. It's just spelled with a Y. But yeah, I can play Gucci. The absence of the smoothie is making me hungry. Ew, I like that it like bends. It's like a weird like. It has a little bend to it. It had a little bend to it anyway. Something about that sounds like a. It reminds me of like harpsichord, like a little jester in the court. Oh, good morning, Mike. And goodbye, Aria. Thank you for being on the stream. I appreciate you. What are you saying, Mike? See, it doesn't work there. It doesn't work there. I don't know what that was, but I like it. Only CBD for me. THC is too dang spicy, says Cyber. Isn't me, my saw, and I chuckled. Oh, I do like that. I thought this was an honest peek into Cyber. Okay, did Mike leave? Goodbye, Mike. Sorry. I didn't. Oh wait, Mike is still here somehow. Um, Bye, Mike. Thanks for being here. I'm glad that I got to say bye. It is 10:18. It's we're not even close to 11 yet. I think it's because I didn't have a proper medley. I've just been kind of noodling here and there, which actually for me in my hands is preferred. I'm gonna go over a little bit of news. It doesn't mean it's the end of the stream. It just means I'm gonna go over a little bit of news. This Friday, in 2 days, I'm going to be breaking down my remix of. Yo, that same helicopter has flown by like 8 times now. It shouldn't be happening this early. What's going on? What could possibly be happening? I live in one of the safest cities in the country. Anyways, I have a remix out for Tamagugugu and Rachel's track called Away With Me, and I'm going to be doing a breakdown on that track this Friday on the live stream. It's not going to happen at the top of the live stream because I do want to allow everybody, maybe who is busy or whatever, a chance to be there for it. So probably about an hour in. I'll vibe out and work on some other stuff that I started in previous streams. And then we'll go over the remix. I'm also going to be doing a few other weird things in the stream that aren't necessarily just working on, I almost said Hogwarts, just working on Just Believing and working on Picture This. I am going to probably start another new track because there's a particular chord progression. This one, that song. That one, I made a new outro to that song. And when I made an outro to that song, it's pushing the song almost into the 5-minute territory. I don't like that. Doesn't make me feel good. Doesn't make me feel smart. Doesn't make me feel artistic. Makes me feel long-winded. So I'm going to be turning this outro into its own track, and just kind of like how I did with Into the Small, how that became its own track off of Cookie Pouch. So I'm going to be crafting that, and the good thing about it is it should go pretty quickly in the stream. It's not going to be kind of this like trudge where we're waiting for me to come up with good ideas, and I'm just kind of bouncing around, clicking random stuff and making noises for 3 hours. I actually kind of know in my brain the structure of the song because it closes out on those chords I played yesterday. That's probably going to be the intro into the... Hello, Jolie. Welcome to the stream. It's probably going to be the intro into the next song. So I kind of already have a lot of the structure and chord patterns and stuff like that already down in my head. So it shouldn't be that whack. It shouldn't be that whack of a first hour. Okay, so Into the Sky is called Into the Small. Tentative title, working title. I wanted that to be my Baywatch song so bad. I was looking at a little bit of Baywatch, just doing some field research yesterday, just peeking in, just getting the general idea, a few of the plot lines, seeing where they went, checking on Mitch Buchanan, seeing how Mitch Buchanan's character evolves over the episodes, over the seasons. Very, very fascinating stuff. And I think I was doing just a little bit of research for the song that I'm going to be writing about Baywatch, and I wanted it to be Into the Small. I wanted it to be Into the Sky. I wanted it to be that song. However, that song's chorus, to me, is so good and also super already recorded. And I have this problem with after I record at least 4 layers of vocals, I don't like re-recording. So I can't make Into the Sky a Baywatch song because they don't fly in that show. They almost exclusively swim and occasionally drive. This says, hey, Omni, got a question. Do you like Snail's House? They good people? Anyway, so Baywatch. I was watching Baywatch, and I think that I can make I think that I can make a pretty good song about Mitch Buchanan. Diz. Snail's House is fine people. Snail's House is fine people. Snail's House just got married recently. Congratulations, Snail's House. I'm joking, Diz. No, I'm not joking about the marriage thing. That actually did happen. I was joking about the Snail's House thing. There used to be a weird thing with me and Snail's House, but that's over now. Snail's House is great. What? Are you talking about musically or as a person? Because you say they good people. You're asking me if they're good people, so I assume you're not talking about their music. Yeah, they're chill. They're chill. I think maybe one of the reasons that if I'm being honest, I think one of the main reasons that me and Snail's House ever butted heads to begin with is that we are very similar. As personalities, we're very similar in how we navigate the music industry, and so yeah, Snail's House is freaking dope. If you've never met them, I hope you do get to one day. They very rarely come to the States, but when they do, it tends to just be only California. Is it bad that I like both your music, says Mike? Yes. You gotta choose. Consider them friendly rivals, says Cyber. Yeah. At least back in the day, I feel like our paths diverted too much to where we're not even like making the same type of things. We're not playing the same type of gigs anymore. But yeah, no, Mike, you can choose. You don't have to choose. No, that was a joke. Crow is right. You don't have to choose. If anything, we're the same person. You know, a stream for Snail's House is a stream for me. I'm sure I get some of the money anyway. A stream for Bowen is a stream for me. A stream for who else? Who else is in this weird 2016 SoundCloud pot of rivals? A stream for Maxo is a stream for me. A stream for Divio is a stream for me. A stream for Igloo Goose is a stream for me. Mark Rodito actually isn't my rival. Umbe. Mark Rodito is like my OG, if anything. Mark Rodito was here way before I was doing my thing. Mark Rodito is that's big bro moves. I don't know if Mark Rodito would like me calling him my OG, so I'm just gonna say big bro from this point on. I would say Daedalus is more so my OG. Umbe says Bokeh. Bokeh is, if anything, I'm Bokeh's big bro. This conversation can get really bad really fast, so I'm gonna get an off ramp out of here. But nah, Bokeh is definitely not my rival. If anything, Bokeh is like proto. See, there's no way to answer this question that I've posed to myself, I guess, without it being seen as spicy. But I would say that Bokeh is more of like a Mark Rodito. Mark Rodito created. Mark Rodito is to Bokeh what. Ooh. Mark Rodito is to Bokeh what Rusty is to Wave Racer. Mark Rodito is to Bokeh what Deadmau5 was to Marshmello. Mark Rodito is like the blueprint. And Bokeh definitely took a lot of inspiration, personally and even musically, from Mark pretty early on. I do feel like they sound pretty different now. Where Mark's music is steeped in Pacific Islander vibes. This is wild. I am not authorized to say these things. Anyways, Mark's music seems more steeped in that Islander feel. There's a lot of gamelan, marimba, xylophone. There's a lot more of that going on, island vibes. Whereas Bokeh, I would say, took a path more akin to R&B and future bass, but they definitely have similar stems. Me and Bokeh, I would say, are homies. But musically, I don't feel at all I don't feel like anybody listens to an Omniboy track and goes dang, Omni probably hangs out with Bokeh and that's why he sounds like this. But I do think that people did that with me in Snail's House. and continue to do so. Anyways, to answer your question is Snail Sauce is cool. Ujiko's a cool dude. Again, also congratulations to him on his marriage. I still haven't texted him congratulations because I just don't freaking want to. Jevly says, I was reading that earlier comments, and every time, this is to Lindsay, I wear an outfit, I really think of it as what my cartoon version would wear. I think that a lot of my wardrobe was pretty limited, so it's easy for me to think of what my, you know, fictional adaptation of me would wear. Cyber says Mark Senpai Vito. Mark is sick as heck. They're definitely in this world and in this music industry, guys. In this artist industry, I'm not going to limit it to music. In this artist industry, there is a passing of the baton all the time. And sometimes there isn't. And that's all I'll say on that. Rem says, what my cartoon version be? What would my cartoon version be? I'm not exactly sure. Ew, ugly, but explorative. I'm still trying to get my brain back to functioning after what happened, says Mike. I've lost track. I've lost track, but I hope your brain does get back. Lindsay says Mike the homewrecker. I have a friend whose internet handle was homewrecker. She's great. She's so nice to me. Anyways, she recently had a kid, and I had no idea. That's how wild this year has been. Throughout the span of this quarantine, she got pregnant, went through a full term of pregnancy, had a child, and then I saw her holding a baby, and I was like, when were you pregnant exactly? And she was like, 2020. I was pregnant this entire year, and now I have a child. Wild stuff. Oh boy. I hope she's well. Who boy says good old cup of soup? Hey, that's what I say. That's what I say when I feel a little bit of trouble brewing. Good old cup of soup. Do you feel trouble brewing, or did you just wake up or something? I just woke up. That's the opposite of trouble brewing. Like our own, what's the word? Idiosyncrasies, phobias, worries get passed down through generations. Born in 2020, they can probably do anything. Oh, who boy to having a kid in 2020. Oh, word. Yeah. She did that. What was I talking about? Oh, like how things get passed down. Say, don't drink water out of water bottles that have been sitting in the sun, because that's how you get dengue. And Um, she jokingly says this to me all the time, anytime I see her, because I always have water, and it's usually in the sun, because in LA, everything is in the sun. And she says, "You're gonna get dengue." And I was like, that's not a thing anyone's ever said to me. And now I'm looking at my water bottle sitting on the floor in the sun, and I'm thinking, I'm just thinking of the word dengue. I don't think I'm gonna get it. I don't think I'm gonna get it. It's not a prime concern of mine, but now I can't see a water bottle sitting in the sun without thinking of the word dengue. And it sucks that she did that. Sucks that she did that to me. Oh, Bizzle. Bizzle. How many Bizzle says Cyber? There's an artist by the name of Izzy Bizu? Izzy Bizu? Dang it. I could be wrong. I love this woman. What a great one. There are a few great ones. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? Izzy Bizu? Isn't dengue a mosquito-borne virus? It is. It is. It is. Snail's House has an anime vibe, while you are more jazzy and chill, says Mike. Oh, hi, Mike. Hi, Mike. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for bringing the conversation back to Ujiko. She's definitely wrong for that one, Cyber. Yes, this is where our paths diverted. Mike, I love it. I love it. I love where you're going. This is where our paths diverted, because I used to be, quote-unquote, anime vibes. There was a time where, boy, was I into anime, and boy, did I have vibes. Or, let's be honest, I didn't. I didn't have vibes. But my music did. Snail's House is loud and proud, says good old cup of soup. I don't know how to interpret that. So I'm going to go back to dengue. I don't think I'm going to get dengue. I don't think I'm going to get dengue from the water bottle. But I do think that now when I see a water bottle sitting in the sun, I think of dengue in the same way that I never really thought that I was going to get sick if I washed my hair before going to school in the morning and didn't like properly dry it off or whatever. But I remember my parents say, you'll get sick. You're going to get sick, you know. Gonna catch a cold. So now I think about that. It's something I think about. You can still kind of feel it, says Mike, talking about my music and the anime vibes, I suppose. But it's more your very, very poppy songs like Bon Bon. Well, Mike, that's not fair. Mike, that's not fair. Bon Bon is 5 years old. So that was back when I had the thing. That was before a past that were. Me and Ujiko were like one in the same like crew of like anime producers. And then I left. I left. So yeah, if you listen to like my music from 2015, it definitely sounds like that for sure, Mike. It definitely has. It's in the same family with Ujiko. I like that you refer to Bon Bon as Poppy. Thank you, actually. Thank you for that. I do appreciate that. How do you get dengue from hot water? Says good old cup of soup. I don't know. I've never done it. I've never done it. I don't know that you can, but I haven't researched it. I'm not going to. It's just a thing. I mean, her mom said it to her, and now she said it to me. Maybe I'll say it to my kids one day. But it's such a big contrast compared to things like Ego Death and Shoto Clone. For sure, Mike. But that's because Ego Death and Shoto Clone came out last year. Those two bodies of work are, of course, separated by at least 4 years, and so they're going to sound quite a bit different from each other. And that's, I think in 2015, I wasn't necessarily making, whatever, anyway, you feel me, though. You feel me. Just old music versus new music. Old music versus new music. Old heads versus new heads. Young heads versus old heads. If I leave a drink out for too long, says Zumbe, and it gets like that tainted property, I can't drink it. Useful at parties, though. This is a very useful thing. Don't leave your drinks unattended at parties. I will drink an old drink. I will drink an old drink. Nothing's ever going to stop me from drinking an old drink. But I don't go to parties, so there's that. I think the idea is that hot climates, mosquitoes will lay eggs in the water and infect you, but I don't think that's a huge issue in Cali. Nobody's smart. Nobody's smart. Nobody puts together some things that not even I do, and Homegirl's been telling me about dengue for, I don't know, like 6 months now. Having kids is illegal for me due to my username. Word, that's fair. You want to keep up the brand. Having kids is illegal to me due to my bank account. I think you have to raise them. I don't know actually the legality on that, but I think you have to raise them. This isn't a joke. I think you have to, like, I think like CPS can be called on you, and like action can be taken if you don't like raise them and stuff. Cyber says more about making it a mosquito breeding ground. Yes. Wet Umbe says yes. It's more about creating a space that mosquitoes will want to like chill in. Creating a safe space for mosquitoes is just asking for dengue. Only leave your drink unattended after you finish it fully. Is a drink still a drink if there's no more drink in the cup? I would say it's not. I would say it's not. That's why I thought. That's why I liked Chris' comment. Is this drinks? Okay, wait, no, I already read that. Rem it has a loading buffering wheel. I like that. That's good. It's attractive. It's very, very nice. It's just a cup, says Mike. I like where your head's at. Crow says same thing at a bar date. A bar date. When you're finished, ask for another drink to prevent that. I love this. When you're finished with a drink, ask for another one. I like the loop you've created, Crow. You can never leave an unfinished drink unattended, but a finished drink needs to be replenished immediately by a new drink. This is cool. Lindsay says, thank you, replying was nice. Oh, I was just vamping. Baby. There's an episode of Jetman where there's vampire characters for literally no reason. This sounds like Life is Strange music, says Cyber. I've never played that game. That's the Telltale game, right? I've never played any Telltale games. You wouldn't tell somebody to grab your drink if the cup was empty, right? I guess not. I wouldn't. What came first, the chicken or the eggplant? I don't know, but I'm sure it says so in the Bible. I'm sure if you read the Bible, it will tell you which one came first. But I'm going to say probably the chicken came before the eggplant. It was those two notes. I'm going to forget this by tomorrow. So might as well play it in this stream. Life is Strange as peak teenage in Seattle. Ew! Ew, gross. Life is Strange is good though, says Umbe. Alright. No way. kind of sound like peaceful water dropping at first, says Jebly. Never heard it. Never heard it. Oh, the mountains are getting snow, guys. It's getting close. It's getting close to my winter wonderland time. I'm going to go up to the mountains and maybe make a snow angel. Well, I got to plan some more things. That's kind of all I had. You know what that means? Mammoth, baby. No, Meg. No. No, no, no. I don't want to go to Mammoth this time. That was different. Does Big Bear get snow? Of course it does. I might go to Big Bear. Mammoth, Big Bear, I don't know, Battlestar Galactica. Umbe says, like I said, it's not really an issue in the States, talking about the dengue thing. For sure. I don't understand what's happening anymore, says Mike. Yes, it was just water dropping. I kind of purge all mosquitoes one day. Cover your standing water, folks. Definitely cover your standing water, folks, for a lot of reasons. This sounds like the song that would play, says Rim, when you're exploring a burned forest. Hey, talk about it, baby. That's California in a nutshell. But you go to the deep. Wait, hold on. You go to the deep part that was enchanted, and then you are killed by an apple using a plate. I think that something about, I mean, I don't know how many of you guys deal with forest fires. I'm going to say 2 out of the 15. So the 2 of you that deal with forest fires out of the 15, there is something really weird about going to the forest after a fire has occurred. It's one of the coolest, eeriest feelings. The eeriest feeling is going to the forest, hanging out with your buddies, yeah, eating nerds, you know, singing songs, taking photos, picking up garbage that the forest left behind. Just really enjoying things, looking at a babbling brook, and then coming back to that same spot after the fire has completely eaten it. And then just kind of walking around being like, this is the same place, and kind of like trying to find your way around now that you don't have all of the cool landmarks, like all the trees. It's just all ash now. It's really an experience. And yeah, the song does kind of make me think of that. Ram? My cousin lives in Mammoth, so that's where I usually go. Word up. Your cousin sounds like a cool person. I've never met a not cool person, and yes, I have. But I'm sure your cousin is not one of them. Jebly says, I didn't go out during the summer, so I still think it's kind of warm out, and I live in New York City, and it is snowing, so the illusion is broken. I'm sorry, Jeb. Summer didn't happen. We skipped it. Eating nerds, says Cyber. You gotta take snacks. Guys, if you're gonna be going hiking, if you're gonna be going into the forest, please take some type of snack. You're not gonna regret it. You're gonna get up there, you're gonna get thirsty, you're gonna get hungry, and you're gonna say to yourself, I could have bought a box of nerds. One of the big movie theater size boxes. Do they even sell the small boxes of nerds anymore? You guys know the ones I'm talking about. Do they even sell those? And if they do, why? Bring water and nuts, says Cyber. Or bring nerds. But don't do the gummy clusters like I did. Don't do that. Don't do that. They seem like they're going to be very replenishing of energy, and they look very fun. And they are for maybe the first 7 gummy clusters, and then it turns into a nightmare. Trail Mix on the Trail Baby says, Liana, if you think about it, gummy clusters is kind of like a trail mix. You have all your vitamins in there, and they also get kind of like gummed together, stuck together, kind of like Trail Mix does. They're in a bag. It's another similarity they have with Trail Mix. Thank you, Cyber. This says, snowed here in December 1st, but then hasn't since. So I assume that snow is since passed and melted. Is it? Diz? Umbe says, Reese's Pieces in case you get lost. Gotta leave a trail. Umbe, is that an E.T. reference? Umbe, do you want me to start talking about E.T.? I'll do it. I do like that movie. Or at least I like the theme song. I don't remember much of the movie. I remember Drew Barrymore being in it. I'm still rebuilding, says Mike. Gonna do... Oh, so bad in class today because my brain's dead. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Mike. Class. The idea of class is like very scary to me. I haven't been in a class in a very long time. They sell for a ton in middle school, $3 each. Box got me a computer. Ooh. Okay, anyways, what was I? Oh yeah, bee boo ba boo ba boo ba boo ba. That's burned out forest music. They should reboot ET and let him fight the military in the ending. Have it be super edgy. Umbe, I said almost that exact same thing. I said almost that exact same thing. I said that I wanted ET. I wanted a version of ET. You all saw Super 8, of course you did. Anyways, I wanted a version of ET where everything kind of happens the same, but ET does have a power that is extremely destructive. Like from what I remember of ET's powers, they were all pretty like, like I can fly, I can heal people, but I wanted to have a power that is like incredibly destructive, like a mutant from X-Man. X-Man? X-Men, sorry. And I would like to see it get to a point to where the military is coming for ET, and ET kind of has to like defend himself, which is really sad because up to this point he's been a pacifist, and then he really like lets loose on all these military men. Maybe kills a few, kind of like Godzilla. Basically, I want a kaiju movie, but I want the kaiju to be kind of small, like Yoda sized. Yeah, that would be cool if he shot a laser. This, yeah, that would actually be pretty cool. With the theme of Life is Strange and the setting being Seattle slash Oregon slash Pacific Northwest, it almost makes too much sense that you associate the music with forests. Hmm. It's like you've played Life is Strange and don't even know it. It's like I've played it. Wasn't there a sequel to that game? You know what's funny, Cyber? I think somebody spoiled that game for me, and I literally forgot. Like, I forgot everything they told me. I'd watch the Omni cut of ET. Ugh. Keep the music the same, though. Keep the music the same. Keep that bit where it goes, be-da-dee-da-da. I know. I know, guys. I know this is a Jurassic Park thing, but you know that I love the ET theme, and I don't need to remember right now to prove a point. You guys know that I love it. Just pretend that I have the ET theme instead of the Jurassic Park theme. Server says, yeah, there's a sequel also. It's worth playing. I think even if it's cringy at times. What makes me cringe? What do I consider cringy? This is not the first this week alone, Cyber, like 4 different people have used the term cringy to me, and I've thought to myself, well, that's not cringy, but what is? I don't know. I don't know what's cringy to me right now. I'm sure there's something, and for some reason I'm just failing on being able to think of whatever it is. Um, like recreating Ice Cream in 2020, Crow. Crow, what are you saying? Crow, stop that. Crow, no, 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 no. This is what we won't be doing. How I can't soil my own legacy by trying to recreate Bon Bon and all those songs. Cyber says cringe-inducing involves trying to approximate what teenagers actually say. Oh, I like that. I like that. I like that. I get a lot of joy out of like. I get a lot of joy out of a lot of things, but I do get a lot of joy out of like adults. Well, not even necessarily adults. It could be anything. Adults, a corporation, just a person. I like when somebody tries to speak through a thing they're not, and it falls flat a little bit. And like, and that can be like older people trying to appeal to the youth, so they use a lot of what they think kids care about and say and listen to. Stuff like that's really fun. Um, hmm. I think I think a lot of my cringe receptors have been like worn down to the bare nubs. A lot of my cringe receptors are now nubs, little nubbins, and so I don't cringe. The hairline incident is just funny for me, Lindsay. Here's the thing. Here's the thing about the hairline incident. The hairline incident, while I was in it, I didn't realize I was in it, right? I didn't have the self awareness to realize that I had hecked up my hairline to Kingdom Come. I didn't know that I had done that. By the time I got enough distance away from it to realize how ridiculous I looked, I was able to laugh at it. It was very funny. It was very funny. Sometimes I want to make the hairline image my profile picture. Um, Sometimes I want to make it my profile picture, like on like Twitter and stuff, with specifically with it zoomed in on like just my glasses and then my hairline up above. Stuff's hilarious. In fact, if you look at the Lakido documentary, my hairline, I am in the process of pushing my hairline back. In the Lakido documentary, I have a bigger forehead than I do today, and it's not because my forehead changed in size. It was because I was in charge of my hairline, and I was trying to chase it to the middle of my head. Um, the hairline incident is the name of my new wave rock band. Oh, dang, you're right. The hair, the hairline incident does sound. Ugh, that does sound. Oh man, I don't like that. That does sound like. And I know exactly what that band's music sounds like too. Mm-mm-mm. I like Mike. Okay, but yeah, that's not cringy. I can talk about what things used to be cringy to me, and now and now my receptors have been worn down to nubbins. Um, um, Adults talking like babies to like be cute or whatever, like the ooh ooh stuff. Who was it that said ooh anime vibes earlier? Like when people do that, that used to like make me very. That used to be very very cringe inducing for me once upon a time, like in like 2015, 2016. Now it's like it's not anymore. Do I like it? Does that mean I like it now? No, I don't like it. But to me, it's just very funny. It makes me mad uncomfortable. Says Lindsay. That's funny. I like it when Dang, what is cringe to me? There are things that make me physically cringe, but they're more so tactile and they're like more like physical things. They're not concepts, right? They're not like a concept or an idea. They're not like ideologies or like somebody doing something as a human being that makes me cringe. More so like no, that's pain. I'm thinking of the word pain. I'm thinking of things that hurt me physically. That things that make me cringe. Wow, that makes me cringe. Um, huh. No, that's just annoying. I guess I need a better. What is cringe actually? Is a cringe extreme discomfort, or is cringe like secondhand embarrassment? What exactly? Like maybe that'll help because I'm more so thinking of cringe as the onus on the thing and not necessarily on the actual feeling, the true vibe, the true feeling. It's secondhand embarrassment. It's like secondhand embarrassment. Oh, okay. I don't think I have that anymore. I think watching the entirety of The Office took that away from me. I think it robbed me of my sensitivity to secondhand embarrassment. Um, Quasi feeling towards something, a queasy feeling towards something, says Crow. Cringe is awk AF, says Leona. I like Leona. The kind that makes your whole body feel tense, at least for me. Ooh. I like how my whole body feels tense, but I see what you're saying. Um, I don't necessarily get secondhand embarrassment anymore, but if I'm thinking of like an extreme discomfort, usually what my brain goes to when I'm like, okay, Ami, what's something that makes you extremely uncomfortable? And I would say watching High Kick Angels as a script. Hold on. Like to sober up for a second to say that High Kick Angels is an amazing film. High Kick Angels. Here's the thing, Cyber. I think that whatever cringe receptors I had were wiped out before I got to High Kick Angels, and that's probably why I was able to enjoy it so much. I if somebody else was like, "Yo, I watched High Kick Angels and it was really cringy," I'm like, "Yeah, I totally see what you mean," but it didn't make me cringe. I think I think I can't have secondhand embarrassment, but I can have discomfort. I can have like extreme discomfort. Um, Holy crap! 2020 is actually really funny because 2020 hasn't offered a lot of opportunities for me to be uncomfortable. If I'm being just honest, like it's not like a me being like I guess super privileged and I just never am uncomfortable, but I just haven't really been thrust into a lot of like real life scenarios. Like I haven't been field tested in a really long time, so I don't really know what is uncomfortable for me right now in 2020, but things that do historically make me very uncomfortable is um, being in charge of someone who does not care about their well-being. That makes me very uncomfortable. Have you guys ever had to be like the because you're the one that doesn't drink, or because you're the one that has a car, or because you're the one that's the oldest, or because you're the one that's responsible, like you have to be in charge of maybe your friends or maybe just one friend, and that one friend has literally no concept of self-awareness and like taking care of themselves, so they're just like throwing themselves into harm's way left and right, and you're kind of in charge of keeping them, like making sure they get home safe or whatever. That sometimes can make me uncomfortable. um, can it? Yeah. Nah, I think the word I'm looking for is exhausted. We'll have to come back to this later. We'll have to figure out what actually makes me cringe. Maybe we'll have like a cringe off where people can just like throw things at me in Discord and see if it's making me cringe. And I'll be honest, I won't lie and say that didn't make me cringe just to, just to keep up appearances. I'll be honest and I'll tell you guys if a little cringe happens. My cringe palette is very refined, says Cypher. IRL friends have told me before that I enjoy seeking out people who are uncomfortable and awkward, especially during conventions and stuff. Oh, that's a cool habit to have, or cool quality to have, I should say. Thinking about that is giving me pre-cringe. Liana says, you've definitely cringed in the stream before. Ooh, what happened? Maybe you can help me. Have I? If we're still using cringe as secondhand embarrassment, I don't know that I've ever been embarrassed for somebody in the stream. I've definitely been uncomfortable in the stream though. This is true, Liana. We've all seen that. We've all witnessed that firsthand. I remember what's his face. You talking about Gabriel Cypher? I don't know why I always go to Gabriel. That's probably not even who you're talking about. Um, um, oh, never mind. You actually are talking about Gabriel. See, Gabriel didn't make me cringe. I actually really enjoyed that conversation. I know I'm smiling and it sounds like I'm not being genuine, but I thoroughly enjoy having conversations with people like Gabriel because they're very steadfast and there is no way I was going to change Gabriel's mind, and I was very comfortable in that conversation. I was the only thing, here's the only thing that was uncomfortable about that conversation, potentially, is that I was trying not to ever come off as like mean or hurtful to Gabriel while I was having the conversation, which can be very, very difficult to do on the internet, right? And so the most uncomfortable thing about that conversation was I was trying not to let it turn into an argument. But it was very fun. And I do miss Gabriel. I wish he was back here. He had some good things. He had some good things to say. Gabriel is the ultimate example of secondhand embarrassment since ever. Okay, all right, come on, guys. Come on, guys. We love that dude. Where is Gabriel, by the way? I hope he's healthy wherever he beeth. Or at least we could sit on the other side of the room, says Lindsay. Me and Gabriel can't be in the same room anymore. I really like Gabriel. I like what Gabriel brings. I like that Gabriel. Hey, here's the thing. I will say throughout Gabriel's. This is me shooting Gabriel a lot of bail. He's never in jail for me. Gabriel, through all of the wild stuff that he said, never, to my knowledge of, I might have, maybe I blocked it out, but he never was insulting, which is very, very cool. He was never insulting. He was just like very headstrong. take you on. Headstrong, take on anyone. I know that you are wrong. Headstrong. Who is that? Who made the song Headstrong? Who is that? Is that Default? Is that Tool? Is it one of them? Who made that song? I don't think it's Tool. That doesn't sound right. Headstrong, take you on. Headstrong, take on anyone. Headstrong, take you on. Was he never insulting? Says Lindsay. Oh crap! If he Crow, I swear to God, Crow, I'm very mad. Crow has made me cringe. If Crow, if that's a joke, that's a very funny joke. If it's not a joke, I apologize for my reaction. It's not Linkin Park though. I'm positive it's not Linkin Park. That makes that song. But I do like that. I do like that you said that. That's very funny. Are you guys done talking about cringe? Yeah, we're done talking about cringe room. I apologize. I mean, he said something insulting. He said some insulting stuff, but I suspect it was due to ignorance and maybe not being able to explain himself properly. I don't want to speak for him though. Yeah, I think that if, again, speaking for Gabriel, which is dangerous, but I feel like if Gabriel were here today and I said, Gabriel, were you trying to be insulting? I feel like Gabriel would be like, no, I was just right, and you were wrong. Art is objective. Or I think that was Gabriel's take. Art is objective, and my take was that art was subjective, and it was a very fun conversation. I'm so glad we didn't get in a fight. I'm so glad we didn't get in like an argument, or like there was like bad blood or something. Because it seemed like Gabriel came back into the streams a few times after that happened. 1,000 Foot Something is the band? What? That can't be right. That doesn't even sound like something I've ever heard of. How do I know that song but not the band? Trapped. Is it Trapped, Crow? Is it actually Trapped? It's Trapped. Thank you. Headstrong, take you on. Oh, that's why I said Tool. Because T. Yeah, T-R-A-P-T. Yeah. Headstrong, take on anyone. I used to go like hype. I used to go like hype like a kangaroo when that one came on in the Sam Goody. I was like, dang, what is this? These boys got the angst. They got big angst. This is true. Lindsay to Rem. No one knows everything about anything. I don't know most things about anything. Yeah, I'm not really an expert on anything. Maybe Kingdom Hearts, but that doesn't really matter in the end of the world. Lindsay says, from what you hummed, it was probably the skating game or something. It was probably in a skating game or something. None that I played. I'm going to go ahead and hand in my Tony Hawk fan card because I actually didn't play Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2. I never played that game. I played 1, and then I rented 3 from Blockbuster a few times, and that is the entirety of my Tony Hawk Pro Skater experience. I played 1. I do not remember 2. I rented 3 from Blockbuster, and I thoroughly liked 3. It looked amazing at the time. The graphics, and I had that song Amoeba by the band that makes the song Amoeba, which was really cool. And it had that one song by Can't Kill Yourself, which I was really into when I was a kid. Remember that band? Of course you do. Bam Margera was in it, I think, or at least one of his friends was. Liana says, who are you to wave your fatty finger? What? Did Gabriel say that? Or does Gabriel do that? What are you talking about? Nobody says American Wasteland is the only one that matters. Hills to Die On. Jesus, that is a hill to die on because people seem to absolutely hate that game. It's a Tool lyric, says Liana. Thank you. Who are you, wave your fatty finger? Ooh. For some reason that makes me very hungry. I think a little breakfast sausages. Maybe I'll make sausages this morning. Cyber says, I got slightly fun question. Have you ever met anyone else who regularly wears gloves? Yes. Not for the same reason, though. Okay. Do you ever exist in a space and the space pushes you to a place? I gotta be more specific, this is very vague. Let's say, Cyber, you go to high school. Let's say you were ever at any point in high school and you were kind of into, I don't know, freaking Mario. No, Pokemon. That's better. You're in a Pokemon, and so the school and the kids and the vibes kind of push you to hang out with like the Pokemon kids, like at their table, and you're like, I hate all these clowns. They're trash, but you know, this is we're the Pokemon kids, so you kind of have to hang out with them. There was a girl. There was a girl who also is a musician, um, who wore gloves all the time for a very different reason, and we were both in Arizona. And I feel like the music industry wanted us to get along so badly because they thought that we were like, we would make a good pair. And boy, was she insufferable. She was awful. She's a mother now, so congratulations to her and uh, her offspring. I'm sure her spawn is healthy and happy. And she's still in Arizona. She never left. She never left. She no longer makes music. She now has one of those companies. She has like a company where she makes like I actually don't know how that's lucrative, but whatever. I mean, I'm a brokey, so whatever. She knows better than me. She like makes like little like doilies and stuff and sells them. She had like a Pinterest for a while. I don't know. She's fine. She's cool. I have had friends like that over the years, says Cyber. Well, acquaintances. Wouldn't call them friends. I would argue that most of the friends I have today are that. Just, we were both on SoundCloud and now we're both living in LA and nobody understands us but each other, so now we're friends. Um, yeah. But anyway, she's great. Also, she no longer wears gloves. So, dope. Um, she makes doilies. She makes little things you can like put on your wall. I I'm like very done talking about her. Anyway, Cyber says so she would wear gloves too. What? Ape your style? No, I think no. She had a reason. She had a reason that I am not at liberty to share. But she 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 was hmm she was. Have you guys ever read the book Stargirl by Jerry Spinelli? You know how Stargirl is an idiot? I love Stargirl, by the way. That might have been like one of my like earliest like fictional crushes on like a book character. Was like Stargirl. Anyways, my like idiot claim was a joke. But you know how Stargirl was. Actually, I don't even know if anybody in this stream has read Stargirl. I might just be speaking this into a void. Been many times as in Bay fell in love and I thought it was forever, but it wasn't. And I don't know the I don't know the masters for this song. I think she was a lot like Stargirl. She was a lot like Stargirl. And it was very upsetting. But I think maybe if I knew her now, I think if I had my current brain if I knew then what I know now, we actually probably would have gotten along pretty well. Um, yeah. Anyways, yeah. But that's Enemy. I'm so impressed that I like at the time when I made those chords. Just now, the way I'm playing them, I can tell they were a mistake. I didn't actually know where I was going because of the movement of the bass line. It's just this kind of walk down. That rendition was brutal. Now I'm sad, says anybody. I'm sorry. I got a different. I'll do a different one. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hey, Umbe, Venom makes a sad song anyway, right? Or it could be. Oh, you know what? It's more of an uplifting song, right? Because you're making the Venomade. I can do that. When life gives you limit, when the distributor gives you no royalties, you make spicy tweets. Umbe says, yeah, now that's like 4 times as sad though. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, that'll be the last time I mention not owning the masters to Venomade in the stream. I've made a promise, and I intend to keep it at least for the next 21, 22 streams. Season 3 is a different me, baby. I mean, I think he said enough to explain, says Cyber. I'm following his flow. Thank you, Cyber. I never said this earlier when Booba's theme came on. He looks healthy. Yeah, right? I'm trying not to think about it too much. Because if I ever look at him long enough, it bums me out. I get it. I get it. I had a friend, not homewrecker, but I had a different friend who had a child once. My plan is not a baby, so I do want to just make it clear at the beginning of this analogy that I know my plan is not a child. I know this is nothing like parenthood, which is something that I don't think I would be able to handle. But she, in a very cool moment to me, she lives in San Francisco, by the way. Don't know why that's imperative to the story, but she said, every time I look at my child, I am overcome with grief and fear because I think I'm going to kill it. And I was like, I have never heard a mother say that before. I've heard people like express, you know, paranoias about their kids, you know, like, oh, somebody's gonna give my kids the online predators or whatever. But she was like, I think I'm going to kill it. And I was like, wow. And when I look at the plant, sometimes I think it starts dying in front of my eyes. My brain will like do this really weird thing where I'm like, I think one of the leaves just started wilting while I was looking at it. So I don't look at it very much. Anyways, can you play Dumb Drunk Part 2 Conga? I like these questions. Maybe I'm just in a good mood today, but did I ever play that? I think we made me look that up at one point in the stream. And I can't remember if I was able to play it. Was I ever able to play that? Dumb Drunk? That's the one with where it gets like a little spicy, it gets a little Latin feel towards the second half, right? Nobody feels weirdly energetic today. Oh, did somebody dislike the stream? I'm sorry. Maybe it was Gabriel. Oh, if it was, I apologize, Gabriel. Nothing was ever said in to harm you. I promise. Can you play Dizzy Duck, the beta version you shared once on Periscope, but not the Twitter post one? Oh, Cyber. Cyber? Cyber? Cyber, somebody messaged me last week. Wait, what's today? Wednesday? Yeah, that was last week. It was Thursday, and Thursday hasn't happened yet. Anyway, somebody messaged me on Facebook last week and said, hey, Omni, I'm not joking, and said, hey, you had this song called Dizzy Duck. Is there anywhere I can hear it? Did you ever release it? And I said, Dizzy Duck? And they said, yeah, Dizzy Duck. And they sent me the video of me playing Dizzy Duck, which, as a lot of us know, ended up becoming Not On My Watch. And I was already prepared to upset them, right? I was already prepared to be like, you know what, that was just, you know, a Lucy for Instagram. I don't actually have a recorded version of that. But I heard it and I was like, oh, that's freaking Not On My Watch. And I said, yeah, I actually have released this song. It's on Spotify. It's everywhere. And I linked them to it. And they said, oh, this one has a voice on it. And I was like, yeah. I added lyrics to it eventually. You know, I got a vocalist, Mia Gladstone. She's on it. And then they said, can you upload a version that doesn't have her voice on it? And I'll be honest, guys, I didn't even reply. I read it and I didn't say anything back. I think I'm getting more rude with time or something. I'll reply eventually. I will say something. I feel awful. Anyways, Umbe says, will the company that owns the Venomade Masters be mad if I make a Venomade cover? Crow says Pogo style first half, Congo style second half. Umbe, I have no idea. If I'm being honest, I have no idea. I do not know. I would say go for it, because Hey, baby. You miss every shot you don't take. But I can promise you, I won't take any action against you. But again, that song does not belong to me, so I wouldn't be the one to do it anyway. But I think that you might be fine. I just don't want to say you'll definitely be okay, and then if something happens, then I feel like a fool. I feel like I've entrapped you or something. Yes, 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 yes. It seems nearly everyone on this stream is funny, says Lindsay. Crow says you're required to reply back to the message. I will eventually, Crow. Absolutely. I'm gonna monetize it and send the money to and Purge. Oh my god, when they try to drag me to court. Wow, really Superman moves there. Superman moves. Sometimes the music industry is very, very industry. Chris says, my bad, I meant you aren't required to reply back. Oh, you aren't required to reply back. Oh, I'm going to do it anyway, but I do appreciate you for saying that. Thank you, Crow. I appreciate that. I think they seem to encourage remixes and stuff for promotion, says Cyber. They will probably buy it from you, babe. Oh, I don't want to talk about this anymore. I don't want to talk about this anymore, guys. Guys, I still have to work. I must work. I must eat. But yeah, do it, maybe, Umbe. Do it, maybe, Umbe. And then if it ever comes up, you never brought it up on a stream, I don't even know who you are. Had nothing to do with me. Just a happy coincidence. Is it cringe yet? It says Leanna. Ooh, thank you for bringing it back. No. It's not cringe. It's very funny, though. It is very funny. I am having to be very careful. It is like walking on a tightrope, yeah? Conga time or not? Okay, so Crow's getting a little impatient. Hold on, Crow. Crow. By the way, Crow, the stream is over. I'm gonna look this up and see if I can do it. And if I can't, well, I can't do it. What song is it called? What's the song called? Dumb Drunk? Why didn't I release Lush Dream in alphabetical order? Why do they have to go with a sonic vibe order like an idiot? Dumb Drunk. Why are there so many tracks on here? Dumb Drunk, Dumb Drunk, Dumb Drunk. Dang, track number 27. Alright, homie. You could have done it in less tracks. You said the first half sounds like Pogo. You ever listen to your own music and then it bangs a little bit? And you forgot? Oh my god, that's gonna be impossible to play, Crow. Dun 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 dun. Cause they're chords. They're all chords. And it's detuned, so. Is that just the entire bass? Dun, 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 dun. That can't be right. That's wild. Crow, do you know where the original of that song comes from? I have a song called Rainbow, spelled Rainbeau. Right? Or do I have a song called Raindrops? Anyways, I have a song on Daydream called Rainbow. And that's where that song comes from. It's a sample of that song. If you have not heard Rainbow, I would recommend it if you like the song that samples it. Crow also says part 2 is Congo, prove me wrong. I can't, because it does have the dun 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 way, bam 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 bam. Hey, like when people are doing the little the Congo line, you know, and the Playboy Mansion or wherever that happens. Mike says also just call me Mike. Mike Anime, it feels lured to be cold? Weird to be cold. Okay, word up. I mean, I'm gonna stick with Mike. Um, oh, I remember that. The typewriter. The typewriter. Anyway, sorry. All right, I'm getting distracted myself. Okay, everybody, everyone. I still have to do a late morning workout. I also need to eat some food. I also need to sit through a meeting. I also need to get some work done. I also need to, at some point in the day, leave my home. Oh, right, that was you, Crow. You requested the typewriter string part. Two more days until season 3 of the Morning Medley. Do not remind me, Mike. I am not ready for it, but thank you actually for remembering. I do appreciate that, Mike. Also, oh, the sun went back behind the clouds. That's nice. Oh, the weather's been so nice. Anyways, have a weirdly wonderful Wednesday, says Liana. I'm sure it'll be good. I'm sure it'll be good. I've noticed you never smiled in your outro plays, says Crow. Have I never smiled? I'm sorry. Would you like a smile? Would you like a real one or a fake one? Because I can do both. You know what sucks? I did finish Hush Hour, but I'm going to have to play it again because I didn't really go over all the news. Guys, I have music. I'm going to do a lightning round of all the releases. House of Omni, Signals, Tall Tales, Nice Dream, Love Dream, Speed Dream, Daydream, Lush Dream, Quick Breath, and Ego Death are all releases of mine that are out, and you can hear them on Bandcamp, SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, Google Play, Amazon, MP3, Tidal, Group, Deezer, Pandora, Napster, and YouTube. If you're on YouTube, go check out my quarantines, which are original videos of music that I made specifically for YouTube, and I guess Instagram or Twitter if you count those, but they're not on Spotify. Also, this Friday I'm going to be breaking down a remix that I made. Yeah, baby. Yeah. I love it. I love it. I love the sun, guys. I'm about to get darker, baby. Say goodbye to this, honey butter. Honey butter. Hello to graham cracker, but not the regular ones. The weird graham crackers, you know, the weird, like, organic ones that are somehow the color of tree bark. Like dark tree bark, like wet tree bark. Guys, I'm going to be breaking down the Away With Me remix this Friday. It should take about an hour, or at least I'm setting aside an hour of time to do it. If you have heard the remix, please listen to it before coming in. Maybe even a second time so that you understand what I'm breaking down. If you haven't heard it, I have linked it in the Discord server, so check it out whenever you get a chance. Again, it's called Away With Me. The original is by Tomu, Goo Goo Goo, and Rachel, and I did a remix to it that's I thoroughly enjoyed, but I haven't actually listened to it since I made it. So on Friday when I'm breaking it down, it's going to be the first time I've heard it in a little while. Okay. Interesting. I think I missed something on the stream. Anyways, I'm about to get darker, guys. I look so light-skinned in the stream. Particularly where I'm wearing this blue shirt. Look at that. Look at that. Look like one of those, One of those, sorry, I've lost it. Thank you, Cyber, for posting the Discord link. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for being respectful to me and polite to each other. It is more than I can say for most people, so I do appreciate it as always. I hope that you guys enjoy the rest of your Wednesday today. It is Street Sweeping Day. Tomorrow is Thursday, and I will be back here at 9 a.m. for Morning Medley number 279. Hope to see you then. Abo, everybody. I don't know if I smiled in the end this time. I feel like I smiled.